Welcome back to another TikTok video. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Stronard and here is Belly's Stitches. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's get into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok and I have to share with you guys where the new parts of to citizenship in America is just by joining the military, and this actually got a lot of people talking, and I was able to put up some stitch as well as other stitches from people reacting to this new stuff in town. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that this channel does not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're here to do that, and let's get into the video.
The bill says that if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical and the required test, background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States. Do we need that? You know what the recruiting numbers are at the Army and the Navy and the Air Force? They can't reach their quotas each month. They can't find enough people to join our military forces. And there are those who are undocumented who want the chance to serve and risk their lives for this country. Should we give them the chance? I think we should.
Do not risk your life for a country that doesn't think you're good enough to pick its fruit. You deserve more than that. And no matter what the United States promises you, they will not make good on their promises. Trust me. I'm Black in America. And this country owes me and my people a whole lot. And we're still waiting on our 40 acres and a mule. The United States is preparing to go to war. It's preparing to go to war to help is not real exterminate Black and brown bodies. And in true colonizer fashion, the United States is trying to gather up Black and brown bodies to commit these horrible acts. And when they are done with you, they will discard you. They will send you back where you came from with a bonus. And that bonus is horrible things that will wreck your sleep at night. You deserve better than the United States. Those of us who live in the United States, we know that this country ain't fucking worth fighting for. That's why there's such a decline in enlistment in the armed forces here. These armed forces are actually reducing the requirements so much so that you don't need a GED anymore to enlist. And now this is going for Black and brown parents here. Do not allow your children to enlist in the military. I don't think ever, but certainly not now. Because they are going to put guns in our children's hands, send them across the world, and make them aim and fire at people that look like our children. And our children will think that this is a reasonable option because this very country has starved them of their rights and their opportunities to a higher education and homes without sacrificing their lives to get it. They are asking our children to make a blood sacrifice for their greed. We deserve better than that. Do not risk your life for a country that is taking ours. let it burn. Let it fucking burn.
So I admonish you to go back and watch this video. Okay, so let's see how things work. We're going to compare, I'm going to try to do it quickly, how the organizational restructuring that's going on now and the United States and how they're restructuring. When there's a need, the goal is to answer that need by any means, right? So let's talk about war. So with the war situation, back then they had the draft where white men had at a certain age and black men had to sign up for the draft. But at first it was just the white men. But then when they found out that, hey, there's a need, we're not getting enough because there's a boom of women being born and little girls being born, how are we going to solve that? Let's allow black men to join the military. Now, we're not going to give them all the benefits or treat them right, but they can join. So then now men can now join the draft. Then they got to said, okay, well, the population, because some of the old rules for military and the draft was that you could not be the only son or the youngest son of in a family. So then now they have to allow women. We're going to allow women in. So then now they saw the need by allowing women in. Then they took it a step further. Well, now no women is really joining. We no longer have a draft. What are we going to do? Okay, well, we used to kick out all of the gays. You know what? Let's let them in. It's okay. They can be gay. We're open. Then they said, okay, well, let's open it up to tattoos. Let's open it up to long hair. Okay, now we're trying to get our numbers up. Then they turn around and say, all right, well, that's not working. What's next? Now you're saying, oh, well, you can become a United States citizen if you're willing to commit to serving in our country. Now the military is going to have to set up time to teach individuals English, teach them all of these things in order to get them prepared just to meet a need, because the United States is not meeting a numeric quota for military recruitment. Right? You see where this is going? And then let's look at it on the corporate side, and I only have a few seconds with that. Now, the corporate side, even like with UPS, they're letting go 12,000 people because they they netted 2.5 billion, but they were still less. They were still lower than the previous year in their earnings, but they still got $2.5 billion. And they're saying, well, that's not enough. So what we're going to do is let go 12,000 people. Keep your eyes open, because there's more changes to come.
So America, where is your best ally, Israel? Don't you want to call them to come back you up?
You're just helping me win right now.
See, earlier, I was called ignorant and all type of shit. So, let's take what the nice Caucasian man said about, well, we can't get people to join the military. Do you think just because if y'all don't join, they're not going to draft y'all? Hold on. This is the ignorant motherfucker that y'all was talking about earlier in the video, because I have my own educated opinion, which I am more like the type of person who respect other people in their opinion. But if your opinion is your opinion, let it be your opinion. But let's talk about facts. Nothing but facts. If you choose not to go to the military, they will draft your children. They will draft your mothers. They will draft your fathers. It sound like to me, they willing to use illegal immigrants. I'm sorry. If illegal immigrants decide they want to start coming over here and they already been here working in places that y'all don't want to work, and then they agree to go to the military and fight for y'all even more, I think some of y'all need to shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Because not only do they want to do jobs that y'all don't want to do, they also willing to go to the military and do something that y'all don't want to do again. So once again, if they want to come over here and they not pay taxes, okay, don't pay no taxes. Trump don't do it. Matter of fact, last time I checked, we shouldn't even have to pay them. But guess what? We're not smart enough to look up the Constitution to find out what we could do for us not to pay taxes. But we're still going to be mad at them because they don't pay taxes. But even if they did, they can live 30, 40 people inside a house and still be able to thrive and still be able to send money back to their families that can't get over here. So yes, if the border is open and they're able to come over here, by all means, instead of sending thousands and thousands of dollars to my family over there, hey, the border's open. Come on over. They're coming over here for a way of life. But if they want to go into the military and start fighting for y'all freedom, once again, I will say this. The only people that are complaining are the people who really don't want to work, that are afraid, that fear that once they come here, they will start being a minority. So for my people, let me just say, they're smart enough to understand what I'm saying. Keep working your jobs, because the only people who are afraid of losing their jobs is the people who don't want to work. And if you are working in plants where they have to pay taxes and they can't allow illegals to work for them because they have to have citizenship, stop worrying about that, because they're not getting your jobs. The people who will lose their jobs is the people with the white hats that's sitting in their trucks doing nothing, and they can come over here and start their own business using their own money, building every house on your block, fixing all your toilets, and not putting worn down equipment on your shit so you call them back a month later to fix it. When they come and fix your shit, it's fixed the same day, and they won't come back until next year if you have another problem. So guarantee you, they're not trying to look into making more money by robbing the people. They're helping us, building homes, working in slaughterhouses, cutting up animals, picking tomatoes and all type of stuff that y'all don't want to pick because it's too hot and too cold outside. They willing to do it all. Matter of fact, I was driving down the road the other day, and a construction worker looked like she was pregnant. Guess what? Guess what she was? She was Hispanic, working in the heat, hot as hell, on the side of the road, working. And it looked like she was working with all her friends. And guess what? I seen them same people at the gas station getting Coronas. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I even bought them a box of Coronas. And for her, I don't know what she's drinking, but she probably had one or two. Either way, if they want to go fight in the military for us, by all means, let them do it. They want to come over here, let them do it. As long as they ain't bothering nobody. But do they need to get their citizenship and learn how to speak English? Yes. That is my only problem. If you're going to come over here, please speak English. Because I'm pretty sure people at restaurants tired of you doing this.
You know what? This is it.
Yes. And then when you give it to them, that ain't what they wanted. But they're going to eat it anyways because they grateful. That's why I land my plane.
Yeah, you heard that from him. You see, this is not the first time America did this. And this will be the second time. The first time was in World War II. Yeah, the World War II in 1939. There were a tremendous number of non-immigrants. They were not drafted to join the military. I think they were told if they join the military, and they will be granted naturalization or citizenship in America. With that being told to them to join the army, there was a lot of them joined the army. And when the war was over, yeah, a few Republicans attempt to block the federal government from giving these people a citizenship. Yeah, there were a lot of politics stuff. They're going back and forth and arguing about it, and they blame it on the stuff they screwed up. So yeah, well, if you have family members who trying to get into enter America, I would advise them not to really sign any BS thing from the government offering, because the government, the United States, they will not even care about them. They don't give a F if anything happens to them, because all they care is money, and they don't care about the life of people. And maybe They will not offer them the citizenship. They will be did the same thing that happened after the World War II. Yeah, let's not too excited when these things happen. People come and offering you, hey, are you gonna join the military? And we'll offer the citizens. And it's like, oh yeah, the United States Army. Ooh, I'm gonna join the army. No, they don't give a F about you. So you need to think about that. Don't be dumb to do that. Think about your life and your family.
Sorry, I needed to stitch this because... Hello? We have done this before. We've been here. This is not new. We've tried this before. We already did this. Black Americans, the descendants of enslaved people, of enslaved Africans in the United States of America have fought in every single American war. Every single one. Because of the promise that if we fought and subsequently died protecting this country's military interests, that we would be granted first-class citizenship. Because our entire existence here has been one of either not being citizens or second-class citizenship. So, of course we did it. Of course we're like, oh, I can fight for my freedom. I'll do it. I'll fight in the Revolutionary War. We fought in the Revolutionary War. We fought in World War I and II. We fought for the Confederacy against our own interests in the Civil War. And look what happened. Look what happened. Look at where we are. For nothing. For quite literally crumbs. We have fought in every single war. Fought and died in every single war. And now we're trying to do that. We're trying to do that shit to immigrants. We're trying to do that shit to migrants. People who are walking across the goddamn jungle with their children because circumstances have pushed them to leave their home country, which if the circumstances didn't exist, they probably wouldn't want to leave. They don't really, I promise you these folks don't want to come here. They want to stay in their country with their families and be able to live the lives that they've dreamed, send their kids to school, make an honest wage. They don't want to risk their lives walking across multiple countries, walking across a continent. But they're being pushed to, they're being forced to. Now, is this saying like we shouldn't offer this pathway to citizenship? No. We need alternate pathways to citizenship. We need better ones. People are not going to stop coming here until the issues in Latin America that we caused and instigated get resolved and allow for people to not feel like they have to leave their home country, leave their culture, leave everything behind. They're going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming here. So we need to create a different pathway to citizenship, but it's not fighting in the military, sending these folks off to fight and protect U.S. military interests is not, it's not what they think it is. They think these people are stupid. These people are not stupid. They're not. So why are we treating them like they are? Like, we have tried this. This is why solidarity is the only option, because we can't, like, I don't want to do no diaspora wars. I don't want to do no this group versus that group. Like, solidarity is the only option, because when Black Americans tell y'all they will do this shit to you, y'all got to believe us. You have to believe us. We have been the guinea pigs of American imperialism for centuries now. And when we say these things, it's because we're trying to protect y'all. Please listen to us the first time. Because this is fucked. It's not fair. I watched a Nightline story last year about U.S. veterans who fought in our military and they got deported. They got deported. Whole families here. Whole families, children, married, got deported. I had a petition for their citizenship, petition people to come back to the same country that they fought for. Don't listen to these folks. No. We need better pathways to citizenship. We need solidarity. And that's that. We've done this before. We told y'all. And they're going to do it to everybody. They're going to keep doing it again. Over and over.
Dear undocumented immigrants that the American government is trying to recruit, it's a scam. It's a scam. Ask the veterans who just came back from war. Then ask the veterans, the old veterans from World War II. Then just Look to your left and ask the homeless person next to you what the American government do for their veteran asses. Ask them. They offering you citizenship. You want to be an American citizen? Do you know what we pay in taxes? The American dream is a scam. They want you to go over there and fight their war because we're tired of their bullshit and we refuse to do it. They got the American Negro and the American Indian the same way. Don't fall victim to these white man promises.
Setup because the requirements are falling for Americans to join the war. They want immigrants to join the war. Nah, that's a setup. That's a setup. To me, whoever is responsible for this decline in America should go to war, which means all Republicans and all white people should go to war. Because if y'all notice, the only people that they are going to war is colored people, while the white people are just kicking back and fanning themselves.
Her bill.
I think we all saw this coming. I predicted this a while ago. When I saw immigrants come across the border and America welcomed them, housed them, fed them, created a place in the society for them, I knew. When in history has America ever been this welcoming to undocumented immigrants? Not just that, but to serve in the army, you have to become a citizen. So they'll turn them into citizen, and guess what that means? More votes for them. I wouldn't be surprised if joining the military became less optional for undocumented immigrants, and the government starts insisting that they join or leave.
Like, seriously, lovelies, these people cannot cease to amaze me. Like, is this a joke? I can remember then during the time of, Florida, they were like, all the undocumented people should leave the country, they should go back to their country and all of that. It's something that trended last year, during the DeSantis and all of that, telling all the immigrants to, leave the, country, and especially the Hispanics and all of that. And this actually got internet talking. Like, a lot of people were talking, people were leaving their job, their offices, their workplace, especially the construction workers, especially the truck drivers, tomato pickers, strawberry pickers, and all of that. And like, this was actually something that trended last year, and I was able to put up those stitches on my other channel, which is Belinda Stranded, and which I'm also putting in here. Now, it's so funny that they are telling these documented immigrants to stay back, and if they're gonna give them the USA passports only if they can join in training, or if they can join in the army. Like, so they're actually looking for people to do these jobs for them. They are actually looking for people to do their own job. They are actually looking for people that can, that can give their own life to do their job. Like, how is this even possible? Okay, you guys are like, this one on undocumented people, you need to leave this place, but you are trying to use these people to achieve your aims. You are trying to use these people. Okay, what if they go to those wars and most of them end up, losing their life? Like, who now own the passports that you want to give them? You want them to risk their life for your passport. Like, you can't even do all of this yourself. You can't get as in the owners of the place you're governing to go out there and fight for your, and fight for your own country. Now you want to use people that is as if, people that is less privileged, that they don't, they don't have any other choice because they feel that they want to be there, they want to be here, they feel that their own country is not good enough, or maybe I don't want to be there. So you want to use this opportunity, like, okay, since you actually want to stay here, you have to pay with your life, or you have to pay with going to war for us, face everything that we're supposed to face, just be our shield and all of that. Like, if I just keep on using people. People keep on using, and some people that stitch this video, they were like, something like this actually happened before, where they promised Black Americans that when you go to this war and do this thing for us, we are going to make you a first class citizen, and we're going to forget about all those things that happened in the past. Until date, nothing has happened. Till date, there is a high rate of, you know what I mean? And now you people want to do the same thing to this undocumented immigrant. And you know how desperate these people can be, and they can go to any lengths just to, they don't even mind losing their own self because of how desperate they are. So you people are not using this, you're using this opportunity like, okay, I think they are in need, so let's use this opportunity. And look at how many they are. There are so much. How many training will you give this? Like, this is just, like, seriously. These people is just doing something that, as in, they just want to gain. They just want anything that will make them gain. Anything that will just make them gain. Just go out there, get people that is frustrated, people that is desperate, let them come and do this job for us. They can lose their life for all I care. I don't care. Just get these desperate people, these people that is low life, these people that, they don't have any other thing, they don't have any other choice than to do it. They don't have any other choice than to do it. They are very desperate. They are desperate to be in this country. So let's use them. We don't mind anything that, let's just put them in the war front. Like, seriously? Like, oh my goodness. And this is the same, how are we even sure that all these promises will be fulfilled? How are you sure that all these promises will be fulfilled? Like, after someone must have lost his own life, so what will happen to this person's family? Could you just put it that in case, these people are not able to return, their family can be, at least we know that you guys are talking. But how are we not sure that this is just not gonna be another? We are going to, and when every said and done, it's just the same thing. When everything is said and done, it's just the same thing. Like, seriously, loveless. When I saw this, I was just smiling, and oh my God, there are too much undocumented immigrants. They are too much, and if only they know, like, these people will just, who just pray that it's not using, they don't want to use these people. Like, what happens to their own trained soldiers? Those ones that's already trained, those professionals, those ones, that's already trained. You gotta just use them. Why this? Like, my goodness. Really, I just hope that this is not just something that, okay, we are just going to do this for you, we are going to do that for you, and after everything, after all these sacrifices, they will just be, they'll just give them something that will just sustain them, and that is it. Because these people, like, the way they are right now, and the way desperation could just lead you to do so many things you don't even want to do. I just hope that this comes to a very positive result. Even if they're going to indulge in this, they should be, well taken care of. They should be trained well in order to defend themselves very well. They should be able to defend themselves very, very well. Seriously, love this. When I saw this, I was like, okay, let me just share it to know you guys' thoughts. And if you have anything to say, you can just leave your own thought in the comment section. If you think this is a good idea, or maybe they should just, give it a shot. They should just give it a shot if it's something that might even benefit most of them. If the risk is not too high, they might just give it a shot. Just leave the thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Because as it is, like, I am just waiting for you guys, to respond to this video, because I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know. if these guys are telling the truth. I don't know if this thing that they are trying to do with the undocumented immigrant is just a fair play, or they're just going to use them as as a shield. And guys, leave your thought in the comment section. And please do not forget that this channel does not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So why not share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. And if you're coming from Belinda's channel and you're here, thank you so much for all the love and support. And guys, support this channel by joining our membership. And do not forget that this channel do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We are just here for educational purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies when I upload my next video.